Welcome back from the remote Google Meet Hemingway production studio.
We are so glad to be back on the air.
I'm Billy.
And I'm Sebi.
And we are from Mr. Velasco's class.
Here's the local news with Susan and Hadley.
First, we want to say that we hope everyone and their families are healthy.
In local school news, Mr. Slonim made a video about distance learning at Hemingway STEAM School.
Watch it at the end of today's show.
Remember that our librarian, Miss Harding, has Ask a Library hours from 1 to 2 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
In other news, the school district now has internet Wi-Fi available in the school's parking lot.
All you have to do is park in the parking lot, go to the bus to get sign-in information, and log in.
Make sure you keep your distance from others while getting the information from the bus.
Look at the screen right now for times when the bus is near you.
This has been Susan
and Hadley
with local news.
Now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Will everyone at home please stand?
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now it's time for the weather with Ruby, Susan, and Hadley.
Today's weather will be sunny with a high of 62 degrees Fahrenheit.
Tonight will be mostly clear with a low of 33 degrees Fahrenheit.
It might rain on Wednesday night.
Now back to the anchors.
Now here's Ruby with sports.
In NFL football news, the draft takes place this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It will be unlike any NFL draft before as it will be a virtual draft. In skiing news, many people continue to climb up Baldy and Dollar and then ski or snowboard down. Dollar looks like it's just about done for the season. Next year should be great. This has been Ruby with the sports.
Now it's time for the fun and true fact of the day.
Did you know it's physically impossible for pigs to look up at the sky?
This has been Lily
and Sebi
saying have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
I've had 100% of my kids participating. Almost everybody is there almost every day at our daily Google Meets. You know, kids are participating. They're turning things in. They're doing their work. They're asking questions.
I've reached all of my students in my class. I have 26 students, and all of them have been present for every morning meeting.
Out of 22 students, I have 21 kids coming to my daily class meetings regularly. And I do have one student who's still waiting to get internet access. So I haven't seen her, but I've been in touch with her mom via other mediums such as texts.
Twice a week, we meet at 1 o'clock for science and social studies time. And I have incorporated the national parks, and we travel to a different national park each week, or sometimes twice a week, but usually the big ones we've hit every week. And I dress up as a park ranger, being a former park ranger, and share with them about the ecosystems and the different earth systems that are in the different national parks.
Are on an adventure. We are going to go to the Old Faithful Geyser. I am Ranger Barnhart.
I think it's really great when the kids are given activities to do in the moment with me, when they're participating, and then I'm having the kids hold up their work to the computer, and then I call in kids randomly, and they're willing to share and happy to share. And it's just been really fun to see the kids and doing their work outside of school and bringing it to each other and having a chance to share it.
My favorite part of the day teaching online is when students pop in for office hours. I've had students pop in for really no good reason other than just to say hello. So that's a bright part in my day. and just check in with them, see what if they've been riding any trails or hiking any trails or getting outside and just talking life. That is the highlight of my day, when they pop in for office hours and say hello.
My reading teachers are meeting independently from me with small groups of students on Google Meets, and same with my co-teacher. We also have our GATE facilitator who is meeting with our GATE kids.
So the challenging part is in the classroom, I have feedback, instant feedback, where I can see, uh-oh, that was way too hard, or, ooh, that's way too easy. And I can adjust and change. Well, here the feedback is, I don't know, because the activity is either completed or not completed. And if it's completed, I'm not really sure how much the parent had to help them, or if they were able to understand how to do the directions.
How do you feel about distance learning so far with your son?
Miss Madsen's extraordinary. So I'm enjoying getting a little bit of taste of what homeschooling would really be like, as well as the really luxury of the phenomenal schedule that she's set up for the kids every week.
Spencer, my son Spencer, who's in kindergarten with Miss Shoemaker, it's amazing the things that she's having kindergartners do. And he is able to do them, and he is able to access Seesaw every day, and she puts activities in there all the time. And he is absolutely actively engaged in learning. And not to say that he wouldn't rather be at school with his friends and with his teacher, but he is absolutely learning to read and improving in his reading, and he's practicing his math every day, and he is absolutely having a positive educational experience even during this pandemic.
How do you feel about his education? Do you feel like it's continuing in a consistent manner now that we're back on?
I do, but again, Miss Madsen has made that very much possible with the materials she sent home. The opportunity to follow the schedule really, to me, has given us the chance to stay on top of it. She has provided an environment where we really can continue.
How do you feel about seeing your friends on Google Meet?
Very, very good.
Yeah?
I really like it.
It's fun. I do miss them, like seeing them in person, but at least I do get to see them.
Something. I like being able to learn at home because, I'm in a space where I'm like, okay, I'm here all the time. I can do this.
I like how we can work in our own time. It doesn't have to be doing everything at one point and finishing at this other. You can kind of spread it out and do in your time and be with your family.
Do you feel like you're learning?
I do. I feel like we're doing 20 minutes of stuff on iStation every single day. And I feel like we're learning. I feel like I'm not letting my brain go to sleep. It's summer, not winter.
Programs? I like the different programs like Sharon and Freckle and Pebble Go and Brain Pop.
Challenges are sometimes my mom and dad are busy and I'm like, what do I do? But my sister can help me, so.
Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Flavin. I'm over by the rec center. Mac and Clancy and I made a chalk walk. You can make one of these on the bike path or in your driveway. All you need is chalk and some space. So this is what we've got. First is hopscotch. Go, Mac.
This is my design for the rocket. If you see, this is what I made. We go into here, here's our rocket. This is where you sit to control the rocket. These are the seat belts.